Oh yes, some hot news off the press. That's right, guys and gals, today is Wednesday the 26th of November. Do you like the new layout here? I thought it would do like a news desk, you know, laptop, flowers, like an old top news desks, and some paper that I can shuffle around. Yes, it's very exciting. But before I go into this exciting news, I've got to give a big shout out and thank you to each and every one of you who watched my last video about being broken.
I thought I'd try and jog it, but no, the leg's having nothing of it. I'm absolutely done.
Issues. I've got an update on that in terms of how the injury and recovery rehab is going, but I have some amazing news I want to share with you. And the other news I wanted to share is a little bit of a shout out to those of you who do watch my videos regularly, but apparently quite a lot of you who watch these videos are not subscribers. You know, looking at the stats from the videos, it's about 42% of you who watch my videos are not subscribers. So it would be a great help to help the reach out in terms of what I'm doing, shaking up the running world, so to speak. If you can give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, yeah, click on that. It'd be fantastic to help spread the news of this fantastic news as well. Yes, I know you want to see the news. So thank you all for that. And as you can tell, I'm pretty chirpy picker, keeping things in perspective. So the symptoms that I have, you know, from the injury is, as I said in the previous video, is sciatica symptoms. And I'm currently going through with an osteopath to see how to deal with that. But as I say, that'll be coming in a separate video. The great news that I have, literally email arrived in from England Masters. Yes. Now, if you've been following my channel, I did say about, I think I'm done with marathons. It might have been about 18 months ago. I find it tiring, exhausting, the whole process. However, I feel maybe about the mechanics, you know, that was my opinion 18 months ago. Opinions can change, apparently. So whilst I said Berlin was going to be my last marathon, then I qualified for New York. I thought, let's do New York. But in between that, I did run Newport Marathon and ran an amazing time of 3:07, despite going all out to hit the wall and do everything wrong. I still managed a 3:07 because I did rein it back. Anyway, long story short, I put my name in the hat for the England Masters selection team because there weren't enough races this year. Apparently they've moved the race to Manchester this coming April for all the qualifiers for the England Masters. And I know a number of people who'd already qualified, coming in the top 3 for their age group. In fact, one of the guys that I'm mentoring, coaching, qualified as well from not having been in the England team for a number of years. So great news there. But the news for me, yes, I had this email. Here it is. Great news. Congratulations, you are in the Representative Marathon 2026. Dear athlete, following the selection panel meeting on Monday the 24th of November, I'm pleased to say that you have been selected to run for England Masters at Representative Marathon in Manchester on April the 19th, 2026. Yay! Woo, even the flowers are happy. Yes, that's right. Absolutely fantastic news. I am over the moon. Now this gives me impetus and focus on something to aim for. You know, maybe marathon is my thing, but a bit of a backstory about this, because there is always a story. Now, the first time I qualified for England Masters was at marathon distance back all those years ago, 2019. That's right, 2019. I can close this laptop now because I've read that. 2019 was when I first qualified for England Masters, and it was at marathon distance. And since then, I've been qualifying for every year there's been qualifying races. I've qualified for at least one of the distances in either 10K, half marathon or marathon. So you can say I've been, you know, probably one of the oldest swingers in town, which make note in terms of where I'm at the moment. I'm 64 years of age, so I'm at the oldest end of the 60 to 64. In fact, when this race comes along, I'll be literally weeks away from my 65th birthday. I won't be 65, so I don't qualify for the 65 to 69 category. And for those of you who follow Masters racing will know as we get older, in particular in our 50s and 60s and 70s, we progressively get slower as we get older. So I'm competing against guys who might only be 4 years younger than me, or some almost 5 years younger than me, but in Masters races, that is a massive difference, massive league. So for me, having qualified at being at the oldest end is an absolute brilliant thing for me. As I say, blowing my own trumpet and everything, especially as I missed out this year on the 10K, literally by seconds. I think it was about 35, 40 seconds I missed out on the 10K, which was very disappointing for me. I was gutted for that, because I knew I could have done it. Whilst there was 2 guys way ahead of me, I knew I could have got into that 3rd slot and come top 3 and qualified 10K. I didn't. And the half marathon, in Worcester Half Marathon, whilst unbeknownst to me I was carrying this injury, that would explain why I couldn't put any speed, and it was a struggle to run a 1:29. Now, I know a lot of people dream about running a 1 hour 29 half marathon, whatever ages we may be, but for me, I was way off pace for the top 3 at half marathon. But it would seem that my time at Newport Marathon, because anyone in that age category could submit their times in, so they would only select the top runners based on their time, and my 3:07 got me into the top 9, I think, in terms of the selection. Was it 9? I'd have to check. I think it was 9, and in the M60 age category. So absolutely thrilled about that. Words aren't enough to express how grateful I am to have been selected for that team, and I'm looking forward. It's going to be an absolutely banging race, because I know that the Williams brothers will be there as well, who've been selected, and also Mike Bracken will be there, who's qualified, and you could say the Fab Four. I think we're all Midlands Masters runners. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. I am so looking forward to it. I just want to get this injury sorted, get back into training, and rather than just doing the indoor bike. Yeah, fantastic news. Meanwhile, in other news, I don't understand. You see, I've got my lavalier mic here. Why do some people feel the need to hold the lavalier mic and do this type of thing? Can you leave it in the comments below? Oh, pardon me. Maybe the breakfast is on the way. I don't understand why do people feel the need to hold a mic like this? You know, it's a lavalier mic, yeah. So I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly, but you put it there, and I talk with my hands. I mean, if I'm holding the mic, it's going to go back and forth and the sound will be all over the place. But when it's fixed here, you can hear me and I can do my hands and do all that kind of stuff, you know, like this. I mean, you can't do that when you're holding a mic. Explain to me the science of that. Yes, I have a bit of a little quip, jest, fun, shall we say. So that's the fantastic news I wanted to share. And as I said at the beginning, to all you guys and gals out there who regularly leave comments, I look forward to the comments in this, and congratulations. It is amazing. I know there's a lot of you guys and gals, and whatever ages you all are, going through different journeys, different parts of running, not running, just exercise. It's great knowing that my content, as straightforward as it is, just me talking. I don't have a script or anything. I'm not reading from a auto script, which many professional YouTubers do, which is fine. That's how they do it. For me, I just like to speak from the heart and say it how it is, unscripted, unedited, just me, you, camera. But the continued support, continued comments, it's fantastic to see. It really lifts me up and keeps me going, similar to the crowds at New York that kept me going, especially when I was reduced to just walking the last 6 miles of the marathon. Yeah, I mean, that cheering was incredible. The noise was incredible. And it's the same for all you beautiful people out there. And it's not just for Christmas comments, yeah, it's all year round. I really do appreciate the support, and hopefully I can help you in some way. Yes, I do some mentoring coaching for those who are looking for that. Feel free to comment and I can send you a link or whatever, and we can have a chat and see if I can help you. But for me, I've overcome so many setbacks. It ain't finishing. I'm not done. I've got a lot to look forward to. And next year when I do turn 65 puts me in a new age category, and where I can maybe actually challenge, not just take part, but actually challenge podium places and see how I go. Because for me, whilst it's all very macho, saying all this all in and rolling the dice or wherever, and it sounds brilliant, for me, I just go out to do me best, yeah, which that's all I can do. Now, the buzzwords make me all in, or train hard, not smart. Yeah, you carry on, guys. Yeah, I'm here for the long run, pun intended, longevity. 64, long way to go. Having overcome, kidney stones, gallstones, still getting out there, finishing races. I've done 2 back-to-back 302 marathons in the early 60s. There's still more to come, I believe. I think maybe, just maybe, this setback with this injury will help correct whatever's been going on, and I can get to full steam ahead and get back to some great training, great running, and meet you lovely people at some races. Because one of the comments was, in terms of suggestion whilst being injured, is to cancel all races and take the pressure off. I did cancel the Telford 10K. That place has gone to Brett Elsmore. Good luck, Brett, fellow YouTuber. Bromsgrove and Redditch Athletics will be at the Telford 10K with me bib. So that's all been transferred legally correctly with all the organisers. So he's not running for me. He'll be running as himself. Yes, we don't need bib mules. If you don't know what bib mule is, Google that and you'll see what happens. But maybe I might even be there. So I've cancelled that race, and then I've not booked any new races in the new year. The case is just get back, get training, feeling good, and we'll see how we get on at Manchester next year, April 2026. Are you looking forward to it? Will you be taking part? Are you in the Masters qualification, or have you just entered and will be taking part in Manchester? I've ran it 4 times, 3 times, 4 times. I can't remember exactly. So this will be either my 4th or my 5th time. I haven't kept track of how. I know I've done it at least 3 times because I've ran 302 twice there and I've ran a 306. So that's 3. I can't remember if I've jogged one out there or raced another, but I'm so looking forward to it. It's a fantastic race. As a non-major, I would rate it up there. In fact, that's why I think it's been selected by England Masters as a representative race. It is one of the top races in Europe, I believe. That's why it sells out. And the email did say that the place have sold out, but I think the organisers will be able to slot us Masters in, those who've not already entered. I know a lot of people had already entered in there and got their places. But I'm so looking forward to this. I can't wait. Hopefully you can't wait. Looking forward to sharing the update with the injury upcoming video. Hopefully it'll be good news. I'll be back up out training, but I'm very much looking forward to Christmas as well. Winter training. It's oh so much fun, isn't it? Yeah. So let's see you all soon. As I mentioned earlier, yeah, there's over 40% watching these videos are not subscribers. It'd be great. Click that subscribe button, thumbs up, alarm bell, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video where we're sharing some more exciting news, views, and see what's happening. Yeah, take care. Love you all. See you soon. Bye bye bye. Do I do? Yes. Bye bye. Ooh, I better go and switch the camera off now.
ladies and gentlemen, runners making the way along Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Sorry, I apologise. It was just it's an easy mistake. Right now, look at that. Donato there with his GoPro on. It's all about the footage. Instagram, tag us in. Hashtag Manchester Marathon. If any of you